have the Hyderabad masala dosa, the Mysore masala dosa.
Summer in New York City, it's outdoor fun, and today it's going to be a special episode. We are going to take you to 3 different South Indian vegetarian places.
Oh yeah, so our first stop is right here. It's a legendary cart here in Washington Square Park, downtown Manhattan. It's our first time trying it. We've heard a lot about this cart. Ooh, we're so hungry. We're so ready to show this to you and try it. Whew. Let's do this. Pondicherry and 1 samosa, please. Spicy. Oh yeah. Thank you so much. Right.
We're outside, sitting in the grass.
Yeah, we're having a little mini picnic here at Washington Square Park. So we're here at our first stop of the day, New York Dosa Cart. This is one of those famous carts in the city. The only one serving dosas out of a cart for over 15 years, making dosas. Oh, he's making them fresh right here. He's a good guy. Awesome guy right here. We're excited to try his food. Let's go. So what do we get? We got special Pondicherry dosa. And what's the dosa? It's a crepe made with lentil and rice flour. Pure vegan. And it has inside potatoes and veggies. And what we have on the side, we have coconut chutney. And we have sambar. Sambar is the lentil veggie broth on the side. It smells so fragrant. I smell cumin. You know what's in cumin right now, you know. I might even take a dosa. I'm taking a sip of the sambar first. This smells out of this world. I can't just smell it and not take a sip. Oh, it's got some heat to it. Oh yeah. I could just drink a whole bowl of this. This would be perfect in the winter, but it's summer and it's still incredible. But to start off, we got a samosa. We are big fans of samosas. So let's see what they got here. Covered in this is spicy, and we have chutney here too. See, it looks like coconut flakes on this, but I got this nice saucy side right here. Let's take a bite. Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of flavor. You got that mashed potato in there. You got some veggies. I see some peas and carrots along with that mashed potato inside.
Wow.
We got a nice hefty scoop here with that chutney and that hot sauce. I see some cumin seeds flecked inside. Oh, you know how we get down with it. Always. Oh, wow. That bite right there with the coconut flakes. Oh, the coconut flakes take it to a whole nother level. I think it's about time to get down on this dosa because it's been sitting here and it's been calling our names for a while. Here we go. Here's the dosa right here. Oh, that coconut. Those coconut flakes. Wow. I've never had a dosa that has coconut flakes inside. Usually it's just the coconut chutney on the side, but this is inside the dosa. That's some next level stuff right here. We asked for it spicy. You could definitely get that spicy kick. If you like spicy, make sure to ask for spicy. So what's cool about this, you have the potato, but you also have a lot of veggies that give it a really nice crunch in this too. Wow, this made fresh to order. So it's crispy on the outside. Oh yeah. You got a slight of that sourdough kick, not too heavy, but it's a very unique dosa. It's one of the more unique that I've had. So the bite with the coconut chutney, so you already have the coconut flakes inside the dosa, and then you scoop up the coconut chutney. Double coconut. You love coconut like we do. You can't go wrong with double coconut. And the more I eat this dosa, the more I taste that fermented sourdough taste that a dosa is supposed to have. Oh, it's so good. This is awesome. This cart lives up to the hype and then some. If you're in the city, come through. They open at 11 in the morning until they run out. So it's best to get here as early as possible so you don't miss out.
That's how we start the day, right?
This is a great success for this first stop. We were very excited to try it. It's gotten a lot of hype. You know what? It's for a great reason. That was awesome dosa. Highly recommend it. Set the bar high for our crawl today.
Yes, can't wait to eat more.
What's really cool about this cart, you can pay by cash, but you can also pay by Venmo. So that's what we did, because how often you pay at a street cart with Venmo? Not often, so we did it.
Smart idea.
Yep.
We've come to Queens, and we're actually gonna need extra stomachs to help us in our next 2 stops.
That's a fact.
Are you YouTubers?
Remember I said when we need more stomach to eat more food. Ta-da! Hi!
Special guest. We're at a very special stop here. We are back in Queens. We're at the Ganesh Temple. And it's not just a temple, there's something very special in the basement of this temple. And we're gonna show you. It's full of temple goers. You have some intrepid food explorers come through here too. We first found out about this place from our good friend Joe DeStefano. Big shout out. What's up, Joe? You watch?
He also does food tour here. Brings people downstairs.
Oh, it's very crunchy. Looks like these are curry leaves in here. So I'm gonna dip this in the coconut chutney.
Number 35, 35.
Oh yeah, I have that coconut chutney come in. It's quite nice how it's so crispy on the outside. It's a little softer inside, it's still pretty firm.
In Mysore, this is a very common street food. Often in train stations, when you're pulling in for a quick stop, masala dosa is something the vendor will sell you as the train is pulling in the station. It's always hot, and usually with a little bit of chutney on the side.
Number 47, number 51.
So it makes it the Mysore masala, the red spice. The potato makes it the masala.
It's really good. Let's rip some of this off.
Open it up and take some of the potato.
Ooh, that red chili. Should I take it? I think so.
Go for
There
it.
we go. Got some potato, and we have the crispy part. Take a bite of the crispy part before the potato so you can really taste the dosa. Ooh. Oh, that spice blend's excellent in here. Wow. Yeah, red spice blend is so good. This is before we even hit the potato or this menacing red chili pepper. So now I have it all together. That soft potato. Now I'm gonna add some of the coconut chutney. Ties it all together. All right, so we have the idli. It's pretty soft, spongy here, spongy texture. I'm gonna take a bite of it by itself. You're always gonna try it by itself first. Oh yeah, you get that sour fermented flavor right away. Not too much, but it has that nice kick. This is definitely something you want to sop in to one of these sauces. So let's go with the coconut chutney. You know us, we love our coconut. Oh, that's killer. It really absorbs the coconut very, very nicely. Really like a sponge. Now we're gonna have it with some of the sambar too. That sambar is full of flavor. Wow, this is. I think I taste some cumin in there. I think I taste some coriander seed. It's delicious.
The dal is the yellow gram dal, which is quite common for the sambar. And depending on which part of the south you come from, some sambars are very watery and thin. And this has got a lot more dal thick. This is more what my mom used to make growing up. But this is my preference because you can put it on top of rice, you can put it with the idli. Oftentimes, on the restaurant you'll get the sambar with soaked with the idli inside. You know, so you'll take a couple of idlis, soak it in like a bowl of the sambar. So it almost becomes like a soupy dish. It's really quite good.
Number 57.
This might be a Jumi favorite here. I'll tell you in a second. Look at this beautiful green color. Ooh. It just smells very herbal, as you would expect in a green spice. So, ooh, that smells delicious. Oh, you really taste that green chili? There's probably some cilantro in here, sorry.
That's good. No cilantro. Oh my god. That's so right. This is so good.
The cilantro is not too strong. That almost tastes a little spinachy even too. It's very green and earthy flavor. And the chili, it's not that spicy too, which is nice. This is awesome. I just love how psychedelically colored it is too. So let's also dip some into sambar.
Sambar is a lentil curry, usually with yellow gram dals, cooked, and then usually some vegetables. Growing up, it was a standard in my house. Either dosa in the morning for breakfast, or mostly with lunch on top of rice. Because rice in the southern part of India is very dominant, so we usually have a lot of plain rice with something to add on top. We either yogurt or sambar or some other peppery broth to put on top.
51.
So let's talk a little more about the sambar and the flavors that are in here. Look at that. It's slightly liquidy, but it's full of vegetables. I see cumin seeds in here. Always, you just send out a cumin seed. It's like the bat signal for me, you know. Let's take. Ooh, all right. So we're just gonna have some just by itself here. Just gonna sip it. Oh, that is just so much flavor. It's not hard to eat your vegetables when you have something as delicious as this. We're just in love with South Indian and Sri Lankan vegetarian food. It's just full of flavor. If we were ever to become vegetarians, it would be in India or Sri Lanka because the food is just out of this world. Oh my God, look at this paper dosa. It's literally longer than my arm. All right, so what we got here, we got the showstopper right here, folks. This is the paper dosa. Why is it called paper dosa? Just look at it. It's rolled up, there's nothing inside. Unfurl it. It's very thin. I'm just gonna go ahead and just take a rip of it. Ooh, hear that crunch? Oh yeah. As always, gonna have some by itself. Wow. This is killer. It's so simple. Just that fermented flavor. It's really like a good sourdough. This is amazing. This is, wow. You could just keep eating this by itself all day. But you know it's gonna go well with the sambar and the chutney, but I can't stop eating it by itself. Wow.
The paper dosa is usually only available in restaurants because they're the only ones that have a skillet big enough to make something this big. But also, what makes this different than the masala dosa is thicker. It's got thicker consistency because beyond just the rice, flour, and the lentils, it also has some cooked rice in it that gives some real texture. This is just the rice flour and the urad dal, so it makes it very thin. It's a very hot skillet. Usually in the better restaurants, it's fried with ghee, which is the clarified butter. So you will taste a really wonderfully crisp crunch on the outside.
Of sourdough bread, sourdough pizza, any sort of sourdough kind of taste, and this has it. It's so good. But now let's soak it up with that delicious coconut chutney. It's another one that absorbs it well. This one's a little greener. This one has more of a cilantro taste to it, and then more cumin seed. Good stuff.
Onion pakora is one of my favorites. It was usually a snack that my mom would make late afternoon after we got back from school. And it's chopped onions, Assam flour, which is chickpea flour, some spices, some onions inside, chopped up, green chilies. Really quite good with either coconut chutney, green chutney, which is like chili chutney, or my favorite, the tamarind chutney, which is kind of sour, sweet and sour. So good.
Does it take you back?
Oh yeah. This pakora, I believe, has some amchur powder, which is dried mango powder, which gives a certain sourness, which is not very common. Not what my mom used to make, but it's quite delicious. What we have here is the puri with the vegetable korma. The vegetable korma is a vegetable dish with some dal, some mixed vegetables. It's very thick, generally a side dish, but it goes really well with puri, which is a bread made with shortening and flour, and then rolled into a circle and then fried in deep hot oil. It's really quite puffy, and if you can see, it falls apart very nicely, very light, a little bit on the oily side, and it goes wonderful with the vegetable korma. You can see all the vegetables, the cauliflower, the tomatoes, the peppers. So good, so good. And this is uttapam. Uttapam is a traditional batter It's thick, it's quite dense, unlike dosa. And this particular version is with tomato and onions. And this brings back fond memories because my achi, my grandmother, used to make us uttapam when we used to go to visit her this summer, and this is one of my favorite dishes. And with or without chutney, there's just so much flavor here with the onions and tomato. Thick and dense, delicious. Try some, Greg.
All right, let's get down on this uttapam. Look, it looks very caramelized on the top, but the bottom is just very light and soft. Let's take a bite by itself. I'm gonna fold it like a pizza. Oh yeah, that tomato is caramelized with the onion. The onion has a nice crunch. It's really good. It's light. It's very tasty. Now we have to go in with some of the chutney. This is delicious also. I love everything today we had is so different.
We are so stuffed. Oh my goodness. I've had a lot dosa for a year.
Whew, yeah, we had an epic day today. We hit up 3 spots, Manhattan and 2 right here in Flushing, Queens. Oh, we had so many dishes. I can't even count them all right now. We're so full. Oh, we hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you to our special guest, Prem.
It was quite delicious.
Woo! So please smash that like button on this video. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the bell. You want to be the first to comment, right? Yes, you do.
See you
Thanks
soon.
for watching.
Peace.
Peace. What's the refund policy here? Do you know? Do you happen to know?
There is no refund.